Hey guys, what's up, SWAT Animal 2000? Today I'm going to talk about why PETA does not care about animals. Like, if you don't know what PETA is, they're people for the ethical treatment of animals, but that's all in quotation marks, because, here's the thing, they euthanize animals. You literally heard that. They euthanize the very people they're protecting. Okay, well, they're not people, but they euthanize the very ones they're supposed to protect. And guess what their justification is? Well, we just want to put them out of their pain. Well, you wouldn't do it to a human, would you? Animals and humans are equal. At least they should be equal. Their lives are definitely equal. I mean, I believe that as much as they do. So why would you go and kill an animal and put them out of their pain? That doesn't make sense. And that's immoral. That's just wrong. You should just let it go out naturally, because that's what happens in the wild. They go out naturally. Also, they state that humans as a species should go vegan. This would actually not work, because here's the thing. The only food directly intended for our consumption is the mother's milk, because as you know, a key feature that all mammals have in common is that they all get milk from their moms. Where that comes from? Their breasts. Okay. Now that that's done with. If you have sucked your mother's milk at one point, congratulations, you are not a vegan. Well, at least not in the past. Well, you might be vegan now or vegetarian, but that does not mean that you have completely gone without animal material in your body. Here's the thing, if you want to be vegan, I'm perfectly fine with it. I have nothing against vegans, or vegetarians, or meat eaters. Now, yes, I do believe that you should try to kill animals with mercy instead of just killing them outright without mercy. Because let's be honest here, at the end of the day, animals are still conscious beings who are capable of feeling pain and emotions just like humans do. And it's only imperative that we treat them with respect. Because, yes, they are animals. Yes, they cannot do complex things like understanding, like laughing at dank memes. Yes, I understand that most animals can't do that. What I also understand is that, well, if a human that couldn't think normally, and think to say an animal, non-human animal that is, were to do the same things the animal did, would you still treat it like an animal? No, you treat it like a human. Exactly. So, I do say that we should be protecting animal rights, but not on these PETA morons. Because here's the deal. You can't be completely reliant of animals. Yes, you do. Yes, you can become vegan. Yes, you can. What's it called? Stop testing on animals. Which I do believe we need to stop testing on animals because we have more advanced technology now. And the fact that we're only hurting animals is just bad. Now, yes, if we were in either you test on the animal, or the pandemic kills off the entire human species, if we're in that kind of situation, or in a really bad situation where the only option is animal testing, then yes, I do say, go ahead. But still, that doesn't excuse you from being as compassionate as possible to the animal. But yes, I do agree that we should be protecting animals, but to deal with PETA is that they claim to be protecting animals. In reality, they're only harming humans and women. Why women, you ask? Well, some women have been naked for PETA and said, I'd rather be naked than wear animal clothes. Alright? If the animal was killed in a humane manner, or rather, if they died naturally, you found a dead animal and you took their clothes, there's nothing wrong with that. Am I justifying animal abuse? No. Animal abuse is never okay. Now, yes, I can understand why people would want to kill an animal every now and then for food. I do understand that. That is only natural. But don't do any more harm than is necessary. because it's just inhumane, and that's not nice. We need to be decent as a species. And here's the thing: humans evolved to eat both meat and plants. But then certain animal rights supporters, mainly SJW animal rights supporters, they say the humans were never intended to eat meat. Well, let me ask you a question. If we weren't intended to eat meat, then why the heck did God give us incisors? Like, canine teeth? The triangle-shaped teeth in your mouth? Explain that. Everything should make sense. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't be vegan. You choose what you want to eat, and as long as you're still getting all the necessary nutrients, well and good. Now, yes, I do say get it from as natural sources as possible. Let's not completely become reliant on stuff like vitamin D and other materials of this sort, but we should, because at the end of the day, humans are still animals and we still rely on the environment, and we should. But what PETA is trying to do is completely separate us from the environment and separate us from our fellow animals. Why? I'll tell you why. Because once they separate us, they're trying to keep that lie going that humans are somehow superior to animals. And I mean, via intelligence, yes, we have done much more than animals. And while I'm not going to say that humans haven't harmed the environment, we also have done way more than any other species. And I think we need to be proud of that. But what I also believe is that this is not based off religious views. This is my moral views, that all life is sacred. And that we should treat all life with respect and dignity. But they're trying to keep that lie, that somehow humans are separate from nature, even though they claim to be part of it. Let me tell you, they don't care. They want humans to see themselves as separate from nature. Why? Because think of that. The less mercy, the farther we are away from nature, thus we have encounter with nature, thus we tend to become more arrogant as a species and believing that we are above nature's law, and we start going crazy on nature and destroying everything. And at the end of the day, PETA's going to be those rich PETA people behind the scenes rigging everything. They're just going to be laughing in the distance. An evil, cackling laugh. But let's be honest here. We need to interact with the environment. Yes, we need to take resources where it's due. Sustainably, but yes, we should take resources where it's due. And we need to harvest resources where necessary. And yes, we should not harm animals. In fact, we should help animals because they are also sharing this planet with us. Now, yes, I'm not saying that we should completely go out of our way and try to kill off every species that is threatening any animal. That would completely mess up nature's plan. But that still does. Here's from what I've heard, PETA wants to make pets be vegan. I'm sorry, no, they can't be vegan. We are adapted to be omnivores. As such, I will remain an omnivore. Yes, I will bless the animal before I eat it. Yes, I do believe that farms are far too inhumane. But what I also acknowledge is you take humans out of the equation, and things would be a lot worse. Would they get better in the long run, perhaps? Maybe. But that doesn't change the fact that if you screw up nature right now and take humans out of the equation, it's going to be a lot worse. This is Wild Animal 2. Wait, hopefully, there's going to be a sport video sometime in the next few days. So comment down below on what you would like to see next. This is Wild Animal 2000. Catch you later.